So today I have a demo for this blog automation software that I made. Uh, it's kind of a bare bones tool that I threw together in about 2 hours, but the basic premise is that you pull online trend data. In this case, it's Google, related to whatever business or blog you want to make. And then you have ChatGPT analyze those trends for relevancy, how topical they are to your customer. And then from there, you can decide kind of what trend that you want to make your blog about. And after you decide that trend, you pull in relevant info about that trend. In this case, it's just Google searches. But and then after you pull out all that relevant info, then you can kind of combine all of that stuff and create a blog. But this is the blog is the output in this case. But you can really make this like ad copyright or social media posts, whatever. But I decided to make a blog generator, I guess, at this point. So I use this tool called Relevance AI to build this kind of a streamlined way to develop AI agents. So for this first step, I just have a basic query in Python to pretty much query trends related to cars in this case. Don't worry, the API key I'll remove after this video. But yeah, so it'll get topics related to cars in this case. Pretty simple. These are the search queries that have popped up, the top queries in the past 7 days at least in the US that I could find. And from there, I want to get a little bit of information about each trend. So I have some information about each of those topics that I'll use in this next step. So I plug in all those trend keywords and all those trend articles or Google data that I pulled. And I'm pretty much like, hey, choose a topic based off of this criteria and output that topic. So in this instance, it's deciding to talk about electric cars. And this next step is pretty much just pulling the Google links from that data that we pulled earlier in a nice little list here. We got 3 little articles, but I think it pulls 10. I'm just pulling 3 right now. And from here, we extract the website content, get the relevant information that we want from each article. Pull it there. And then the final step is kind of combining all of that into one final prompt to kind of explain the blog that we have, what we want it to write about, and we give the topics that we pulled, or the topic we want to write about, and then the scraped results that we have. And in this instance, I have an instance of a past blog that I wrote because I want it to write in my voice and tone. I don't really want it to write like an AI would. I want it to mimic kind of how I speak. And then kind of give it some other information about what it should write about, optimizing it for SEO, what not to do, whatever. But yeah, as you can see, it kind of outputs a nice little blog here about cars, in this case about China and what they're doing with it. A nice little introduction, opportunities for business, little challenges you might face, and kind of how it's relevant to you and whatever. So a little bit better than just kind of saying, hey, write me a blog about electric cars. It's able to pull in data and whatnot. Obviously, this is a basic example, like a V1 for something that could be much better. Kind of the core of this idea would be creating a customer profile using AI. So using the data that you pull in and the past data from the blogs, whatever, you can kind of over time create a customer profile that AI is able to understand and then kind of refine the output for its blogs, ad copyright, social media posts, whatever. So over time, it's better able to target what you want it to. So this could look like refining that trend search. So instead of looking at just searching for cars, pretty much, you'd be able to search for multiple keywords and then kind of understand over time what each keyword, kind of what keywords your target audience is searching for. And then those scraped results, you should be able to analyze those and kind of see which posts are most relevant to you, not just kind of like some random 3 that I pulled. And then you'd probably want allowing for suggestions to topics. You don't want it to write, like say you want it to write about something in particular. You can have it research that, and then you'd want it to review it before posting, most likely, and then being able give it the ability to rewrite it with suggestions. Um, but yeah, some of these data sources that would kind of help enhance this, because this is all about the data you can pull in pretty much. Um, you want to pull in trend data from multiple sources, not just Google. Probably do it from Twitter, Reddit, um, any social media, pretty much. And then you want it to store blog posts that you've done in the past, and then even keep track of competitors' posts, what's done well, what hasn't. And then there's a lot of tools out there now that allow you to track web traffic and kind of get patterns over time. I'm working on getting some API access for some stuff like that. So hopefully I'll have a demo with some web traffic data soon. Um, Analyzing sentiment over a trend is also pretty helpful. You don't want to be kind of colorblind when it comes to writing a blog post. You want to kind of understand where people kind of lie in that instance. And then, yeah, you kind of want to store all this data, have it persist over time so that over time, the AI can kind of pull this information together and refine what it targets over time. Obviously, this is a big idea. Um, it would take a lot of work to implement, but I think given the correct data, the idea is pretty sound. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this. I look forward to sharing kind of updates on this project. And if you have any thoughts, feel free to share. Thank you.